Welcome back to Pokémon Stadium 2, and now Deji's joining us again.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Yeah.
Now
So,
we go all the way up to flipping space.
Deji got lost in Victory Road.
yeah, he did. Alright, okay, how about this, Deji? You can be Will. Since you're...
Okay.
Go on.
Well, that's not the starter one, I think. Oh, actually, no, I thought we'd start with Karen, my bad.
So, you finally reached me. Alright, prepare for battle.
Prepare for battle.
Yeah, you should...
Why does it look like he tried to make a Spider-Man mask but gave up?
No, he's supposed to be a clown performer.
He is?
Yeah.
Looks like a half-complete Spider-Man mask.
So, again, given what Pokemon Sun and Moon suggests, does the champion always have to fight their way up just to sit in that seat?
Probably. Or maybe Lance just stands there on his throne looking like a badass, so he can stand up when the next challenger shows up,
That's the thing, though. One thing I love about Sun and Moon is, again, that's a game where you're actually respected as the champion after you become champion. That just makes me wonder.
It is the one game that doesn't uses traditional ruling when it comes to, gym leaders.
So they did have the Johto gym leader theme.
They do. Like I said, Waves, I get the feeling Jimmy Wakai really wanted to mix things up and just mix the tracks within different places.
It's fair. But again, so this makes me wonder, for every Pokemon champion of a region, essentially, though, so this implies that they have to fight every Elite Four member just to make their way back to their room, which makes me wonder, what if a potential challenger makes their way for the Elite Four, but the champion chose that day to not really be in?
Yeah.
Oops.
Yeah.
Then what?
I guess you can just say, oh, well, okay, here's a ticket that you can use tomorrow to get the champion immediately or something, I don't know. Again,
given how Pokemon Origins did show the workings of how Pokemon gym leaders work, I actually would not mind a Pokemon Shorts anime that does show how the workings of the Elite Four and the champion work.
Mm-hmm. Alright.
Yeah, the Elite Four really are the most underutilized aspects of the universe. I know how the anime treats it is, okay, if you win the Pokemon League, the conferences, you have to go to another tournament where you have to fight the Elite Four members, then fight the champion.
Mm-hmm. One of the things that really baffled me about the Indigo season in the anime is how what's the name, the Viridian City Gym episode, where Gary said, I have 7 badges, I only need 1 more to qualify, and then
No, you didn't. Oh, sorry, go on, sorry, continue.
I think you're confused. That's what Ash says. He says, I only have 7 badges. I only need 1 more to be qualified for the Pokemon League. And then Gary's like, as you can see, I already have 10 badges. Still, do you still think you have what it takes to be a Pokemon Master? And I'm like, this is not a race. As long as he gets the 8 badges in time, what does it matter? This is not a race.
Not that race 2000.
It's because Gary is showing that he's better than Ash. That's it.
No, I get that, but it's just that his phrasing, I already have 10 badges before you, and I'm like, well, it's not. That doesn't. Whoever gets the badges first doesn't matter. So it's like.
Yeah, it does. Don't you know if you do something first that you're automatically better than somebody?
Of course.
Did YouTube never taught you anything, Pedro?
Exactly.
I forgot. When was the episode where Gary finally got put in his place?
That would be in the Pokemon League where he loses to a random trainer.
4th round fumble.
Yeah.
That's what it was called.
So Ash actually got further in the Pokemon League than Gary did, basically.
There we
Which
are.
is hilarious.
Alright, Deji.
I'm impressed. I have no regrets about this. Go on ahead.
Yeah, that's actually, if I remember correctly, that's actually something that he also says in the game, so sure, fair. Alright, Teo, you're up.
Yeah, Koga, of course. So it is you who defeated Will. Interesting.
Alright.
Oh my god, it's that one guy from the Red Ribbon Army.
You mean...
you need to be more specific in that.
I mean,
Ninja.
Oh, you mean Ninja Murasaki. I can see what you're trying to get at, but at the same time, I'm not really seeing it.
I mean, you're climbing up a tower.
Yeah.
Ninja.
The whole climb up a tower and defeat each opponent on one floor is basically a huge tribute to Game of Death, the last Bruce Lee movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's Game of Death. I thought that was Enter the Dragon. Okay.
No. Enter the Dragon is one of his old.
Although it is important to remember too that if I remember correctly, he never finished the first Game of Death.
It's a very interesting story, but again, just to be very, very brief on the matter, he died during production, and the makers decided pretty much to not only continue, but included footage of his funeral as part of the plot.
Brilliant. But yeah, if I remember correctly, it's been a while, but go on. It's been a while, but if I remember correctly, he died in the production of Game of Death 1, and Game of Death 2 just uses stock footage of him, if I remember correctly.
Yes, well, not just that, Pedro. They made a shitload of movies that uses stock, with recycled stock footage for the sake of a quick buck. It's literally has a name, the Bruceploitation.
Yeah.
Like, dare ask if it was actually done well.
And now, for a lot of these, his wife was actually consulting it to be okay. So again, all of this shit, was okay. But Tarantino satirizing the character in his latest movie, that's going too far, clearly.
Wow, hypocrisy.
What I find interesting is how apparently his wife was perfectly fine with them using his go on.
Even the funeral shots.
But I gotta admit it. But didn't they have like a CG recreation of Bruce Lee drink alcohol, even though he was apparently staunchly against the stuff?
I don't know what you're talking about actually.
But yeah, they made a CG Bruce Lee guy drinking alcohol, even though the guy was supposedly against alcohol in real life.
What movie was that? I don't know.
It was an advert.
Oh.
Are you? I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about Once Upon a Time in Hollywood for a moment.
I don't know anything about anything about that. All right, moving on. So what next, Koga?
More poison type.
Adios.
Adios.
And if that doesn't work, I'll just have my daughter beat you up.
Well, that's for later, considering she's the new gym leader.
Mm-hmm.
It really is tragic that Janine never appeared in the anime.
Oh. A lot of gym leaders and Elite Four did not really appear much in the anime.
The gym leader, every gym leader except for appeared in the anime, except for a handful of the Gen 8 ones for whatever reason.
Not just that. What's it called? The psychic type, if I recall, either psychic or ghost. Let me check her name in the meantime. One gym leader, I think she's from Gen 5. Because I remember gym leaders tend to have different names in my country, so I had to check. There you go, Fantina.
She's not a gym leader. Oh wait, from Gen 4? Yeah, she's in the anime.
She's in the anime?
Yeah.
I guess, well, if Deji says it's probably true.
No, that's the thing is that I was actually checking in comparison, because again, as we mentioned in a couple of parts ago, all the characters who appear in Pokemon Masters EX have been basically recasted both for Japanese and for the English dub. And usually this cannot be. And usually that's taken into account, when it comes to cataloging the character being voiced by. And if I recall correctly, Fantina Capolavra did not really have the anime voice actress side, but whatever. I too must pursue discipline.
Adios, Ariados.
Lamau got him.
Alright.
Goodness.
So who's Bruno?
You were Bruno in Puzzle League, so go on.
Don't talk about him, though. You appear to be quite skilled, but this is your last stop.
Remember to you in particular found quite funny Bruno's lines in Puzzle League where Ash gets to him and he's like, Oh, you broke my meditative trance. I am forced to make an example out of you. Prepare for the battle of your life. You disturbed this chi, so now you have to pay. Alright, moving on.
As for the Elite Four, let me check. I know every Kanto Elite Four eventually aired. Johto, the only ones that didn't appear were obviously Karen and Will. Hoenn, it was only Drake. Sinnoh, it was all of them. Unova, it was only... What's the name of the psychic girl? Caitlyn?
Think so.
Arena?
Yeah. Kalos, all of them, ironically. Same thing with...
Why does Bruno have a Blastoise?
Yeah, that's... It kind of is
Dirty.
like if it's for the sake of a water type, it should have a Poliwrath like Chuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm guessing because, Blastoise is one of them sturdy-looking types.
Again, Poliwrath fits the role while still being fighting type.
You could, I mean,
Well, okay, more so structure-wise, Blastoise looks sturdier.
I couldn't understand if they give him a dark Pokemon just in case you bring in a psychic one, because that's one of the things that Stadium likes to do. They like to throw in a curveball by having the opponents have one Pokemon that is there to counter the probable type that you'll bring into, like a psychic type.
Yeah, isn't that right? Isn't that right? It's Flint with your Drafloon. Or Volkner when in the original Diamond and Pearl. He didn't really have a full team of electric types.
Seismic Toss. Which has exactly 100, of course. Seismic Toss has always been a move that's just kind of useless to me because, like, at maximum it only does 100 damage. Like, I guess you can say, oh, but it always hits regardless of anything. I guess, but I don't know.
I guess it's useful to finish off a weakened up opponent.
I guess.
The problem is that moves like that do not have always 100% accuracy and can be, altered by how your stats are inflicted. Like if you've been hit by Smoke Ball, by Smoke Ball, by the Cyndaquil, your precision will still be accounted from like that. It's not one of those, never misses kind of moves.
Mm-hmm. Alright, let's finish this off.
There we go.
So you claps his hands.
Time with your dog that's barking.
It's not mine, it's outside.
No, let's talk about on Dwibs' end.
It's not my dog.
At least he didn't use the Onyx, huh?
Well, technically Golem is just as
Oh, it is, but again, Onyx has always been like the meme, Pokemon that Bruno just has two of for no real adequate reason.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, I'm Bruno. I specialize in fighting type Pokemon as Onyx. Hi, I'm Agatha. I specialize in ghost Pokemon. Most of my Pokemon are poison.
Well, they said specialized, not these are the only Pokemon I have.
Again, in later games, it was mostly just because they did not have enough Pokemon to fill in the quota. Later games will actually suffice on that front.
Was it true that Giovanni was originally supposed to be a flying type gym leader?
I
That's why
don't
the
know.
bad looks like a full.
Alright.
Why? This just can't be happening! Wow, what a generic phrase.
Hi, Bruno.
Alright, I'll be Karen. Let's see.
Of course, you're a Karen.
Very funny. You've assembled a charming team. Our battle should be a good one. She actually has one of my favorite lines in Gen 2 because it's so hilarious. Like where she goes, strong Pokemon, weak Pokemon. There are only people's perceptions. A true trainer tries to win with his favorites. And like Teo already said before in this playthrough, it's a JRPG. At the end of the day, it's all about having a bigger dick than the other guy's dick. So, sorry.
I know that it sounds mean, but it's just exactly what it is. Like, games like Undertale make a point of trying to, no, never mind, but properly deconstructed that kind of value, you know, and it's actually commendable on that front. But the vast majority of titles do follow it through, and Pokemon is no real exception of that.
I do.
Yeah.
Well,
Okay.
well, it's more like
Jimmy,
if you're not looking at it from the competitive standpoint, you can beat the game with just a Magikarp somehow.
yes. I mean, to her credit, story. Okay, first off, gameplay story segregation. Story-wise, the game is just assuming your bond with the Pokemon that you chose is so great that you triumphed over it all, essentially. And like Dad said, even gameplay-wise, outside of the meta competitive scene, you can arguably beat these games with your favorites. Sure, you may have to grind them a bit more and, you know, get them nice and powerful, but no, arguably, you don't, you essentially can map out your own venture in which Pokemon you really do choose.
Or it could be like even the anime and manga do the thing. It's like it doesn't matter. Pokemon are strong as long as the plot demands it.
Indeed.
I have a Meganium. It's useful, right?
Yes,
A
you do.
Meganium.
Well, I have a Meganium on my party, if that helps you. But
I'm sorry.
I actually do like the nice touch of as we get further into the tower with the Elite Four, progressively gets darker and darker. Now we get to Karen, it's full on nighttime. That's a nice touch.
Yes, it also fits
Like
considering...
I said, it looks like we're
the
getting
rising
close to
dark types.
space.
Mm-hmm.
Again, we started in a cloud castle, but now we're pretty much into, I'd say maybe even beyond the stratosphere.
Is that how you want to play it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep. Magmar, go!
I
Oh,
love its
bringing out the
Japanese
big
name.
guns.
Boober.
Alright, so fire versus fire. Let's go with Dragon Breath.
Yes, seriously. Magmar's Japanese name is called Boober.
Is it because he looks like a boob, as in
Yes.
an idiot?
No, more than
The
likely.
bird, the bird, there's a bird called Booby, maybe it's based on that.
It's not based off a bird.
Alright.
Not really based.
I'm gonna stick with Ho-Ho, might as well at this point. Yeah, and he's apparently very resistant to confusion, so might as well.
Damn.
And now Magmar's paralyzed. Ha ha ha. Alright.
Can't move.
Alright, so...
Oh,
Aha! It's confused no more.
I'm gonna be honest. Ho looks like a shiny version of Farah.
Yeah, I can get that.
I mean, I guess it makes it awesome that way.
Mm-hmm. Alright, Thunderbolt.
I prefer Lugia.
There
It's
we
not
go.
just because of the movie. I just think Lugia is a better design, which is funny because it was made specifically for that movie.
There we go.
Alright,
I
there.
guess that only leaves Lance.
Exactly. The champion is looking forward to meeting you.
I bet he is.
Oh man, is it John Cena?
So yeah, like I said before, for the champion battle, Wakai decide.
Whoa, what the fuck?
Go ahead, go ahead, Jova.
It looks like even the Elite Four couldn't stop you. I'm your last opponent in the Johto castle.
Why do we have to make it up like it's a horror moment?
I don't know.
Show just how
Because
serious
it's-
things are, yo.
because it's serious business
incredibly
too.
Younger than he normally
So I
looks.
guess Lance is sharing his cousin's love for the theatrical.
It's actually that's actually the original artwork how it is, but okay, yeah, like I said before, Lance for
I've
basically.
been waiting for you. Allow me to test your skill.
Yeah, sure, Lance. Yeah, like I said before, Hajime Wakai decided to mix things up and throw in the rival battle theme from Gen 2 as Lance's battle theme. So you're probably wondering, what will the rival have then in that place then? Well, Hajime Wakai made an original theme for the rival in this game, as you'll see eventually.
Finally, it's absolutely it. The last battle. The opponent is right.
This is actually my favorite battle theme in Gen 2, so cool. And Hajime Wakai's remix of it is awesome. So
I'm actually about to say this is your favorite battle introduction from Ted Lewis.
oh, that too. Well, actually, my favorite battle introduction from Ted Lewis is the rival that we're gonna see at the end of this playthrough. You'll see. Because Ted Ted delivers every single thing with gusto, but that one in particular, he sounds so cool saying it. But you'll see for yourself, or rather, hear for yourself.
He voices Tracy, right?
Ted Lewis.
Yeah, and Giovanni, yeah.
Yeah, I know Giovanni. I just wanted to make sure if he was also Tracy.
Yeah, he's also Tracy, yeah.
It's still hilarious that Tracy had the most cameos in Journeys, but had 0 lines of dialogue.
I wonder if they were memeing with that.
No, it's because they didn't want to get his voice actor. Which is weird because it's like, guys, it's Jabon, not Jabon, Whisper from Yokai Watch. He's literally in the studio.
All right.
You could have gotten him.
Yeah, I actually don't remember why the fuck I used Ice Beam just before. I could have just used.
You thought it was part grounds.
No. I know that he's rock dark. That's not the problem. I have no fucking clue what the fuck was going through my mind. Whatever. Tyranitar is weakened enough by this point.
Do the opponents switch Pokemon or no?
Sometimes, yes.
They can sometimes.
The thing is that the Pokémon Stadium games are using the set battle style. You know what I mean, right?
Only the challenger is allowed to switch Pokemon.
No. Don't you remember when you go to the options of the earlier Pokemon games, you can choose between battle style shift or set, right? You know what that is?
Nope.
Well, I'll explain it to you.
He does switch.
Well, in the original...
Tyranitar, I'm pulling you back.
Yeah.
Fine. Dragonite. Ah, yes, the iconic Pokemon.
Might as well.
Might as well, yeah. Basically, in the earlier Pokemon games, by default, you have the shift battle style, which means every time you defeat an opponent's Pokemon, the game will ask you, do you want to switch Pokemon? Because this trainer is about to send this Pokemon, right? If you go to the options and choose set as the battle style, the game will not give you an opportunity to switch Pokemon as your opponent is about to send another one. And the Pokémon Stadium games operate on the set battle style, basically. Why? Because, trust me, if you had the shift battle style in this game, it would be much easier, and they probably wanted to keep in this. You can tell the developers really wanted this to be a proper challenge to really push you to really train some awesome teams on the Game Boy games. So they decided to remove that opportunity because, yeah, that being able to switch Pokemon as shift style, yeah, that probably would have made these battles a lot easier than they should, probably. I love how in that portrait Lance literally looks like he's taking a shit right now. It's just
Oh, Dragonite!
Oh no, it's the sound that the Thwomp makes in Mario.
yeah. Alright, Dragon Breath.
What's this? A light pack.
Huh, not that effective.
Oh, it's a battle of Dragon Breaths.
Oh god, get a Bruffment.
Yes! We own this match now!
Are you sure about that?
Oh no, it's 2 times weak against Rock. 4 times weak. Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, snap!
Well, Dad, you just explained.
Lance?
Well, Dad, you just explained why. Yeah.
Oh, snap. Lance actually has the lead on you now.
He does, but Tyranitar is slower than my Lugia. So
Lugia, it's listed as a water dragon, psychic flying. Lore-wise.
Alright. And there you go.
The actual water dragon.
Alright, and now it's my last Pokemon versus Lance's last Pokemon. Let's see.
It's all over.
Not really, Lance, but...
I mean, he does have the high ground, technically.
Oh, okay. This should be easy. I have Thunderbolt.
Maybe that's why he said it's all over.
Okay, here we go. Oh, even still survived. Nice.
A sturdy one.
Sturdy wasn't a thing.
Yeah, Lugia has very high special defense, so yep. Yeah, I guess you were right, Lance. It really is all over.
Gyarados, more like Gary out of dose.
More like
Well,
adios.
works out that one.
More like Garrett dipped.
Yeah.
And
You
that's it.
conquered gym leader. Oh.
It's because I'm playing on the emulator, and the emulator runs the game on a higher frame rate, and as a result, the game doesn't expect the things to go so fast. So don't worry about that. It means conquer the General Castle, obviously. Go on.
I can see defeat. You might have what it takes to prevail over Kanto's gym leaders.
By the way, did I mention that I used to be the head of Kanto's Elite Four? But now I'm here.
He technically is. It's called the Kanto Johto.
Basically, he's literally working 2 regions.
That's quite the job.
No. Kanto and Johto.
Congratulations, you beat the champ. Here's a special present for you. So, if I remember in the first game, a previously forgotten TM can be learned once again. Here's your chance. What that means is that if for whatever reason you want your Pokemon to relearn a move that he once knew, but you overrode it with a TM or something, you can use this Pokémon Stadium 2 to have that Pokemon learn one of those things. But I don't really want that right now for mine. So, and here we go. So you're the trainer who conquered Johto Castle. Come on, I'll take you on anytime.
Dang it, Blue.
Damn it, Gary.
No, he's called Blue in this one.
Douchebag.
Gary to me, damn it.
Is that what you named him when you played Gen 1 too?
No, I can't. I'm extremely basic bitch. I never rename anything. So I did choose one of the presets. I forgot which one was.
Yeah, so basically you can always press the C buttons to switch between castles. There you go. So we had to beat all eight gym leaders before we fight the final fight of the Kanto Gym Leader Castle, which if you've played Gen 2, you probably should know what's the final opponent of the Kanto Gym Leader Castle. Alright, here's Sabrina, here's Blaine, here's Blue. Alright, so the whole gang is here. Cool. And here's Janine. Alright, Tail, you're up as Brock. Actually, now that I remember,
Next part.
yeah, alright. See you in the next part, everybody.
Yeah.
See ya.